What's up, y'all? It's your girl Kendra J, the melanated motivator. Welcome back to another episode of Melanated Motivation with your girl Kendra motherfucking J. Let's talk about signs of high functioning anxiety. Because it's an epidemic, right? It's something that is running rampant around the world. It's something that we all have experienced. It's something that we all can relate to. And it's something that we all trying to get through, right? So let's talk about it. People pleasing and fear of losing touch with people if you set and stand on your boundaries. Do you have an urge to do for people, to not disappoint them, to not lose the relationship with them? Do you have a fear of losing the relationships with them? Do you have a fear of being alone, feeling lonely? Let's start there. High functioning anxiety. Okay. How about cycling through, pushing forth, overworking, overthinking, procrastination. And don't forget the most important, burnout. We all can relate to that, right? Pushing ourselves so much to the fullest capacity that we have nothing for us, only for everything else, especially work. What the fuck, work? All because you fear failure and success? Now that's a double whammy. To be stuck between a rock, failure, and a hard place, success. Whew, my God. And the big one, your sleep patterns are shit. You tired throughout the day. You up all damn night. You probably get roughly 2 to 6, and 6 is pushing it hours of sleep every day. Come on now. That is not healthy. Trust me, I'm talking to me too. Been there, done that. Sleep deprivation is not talked about, but it is a number one leading cause of death that goes unnoticed. You need sleep. You need rest. We need sleep. We need rest. You see, I had to make sure I got it too. Are you often uneasy because your mind runs in overload mode? You thinking, stuck. You don't know how to turn it off. You are obnoxiously busy. Busy with nothing. That's the killing part. Because you fear just being and think production is a must. You need to learn how to be idle sometimes. To reset, to recoup, to recalibrate. Means to start over, to begin again. New. Give yourself the opportunity to become new. Stop fearing being. Be still. Every time I do an episode, it's like that keep coming up. Okay, I hear you. Something we need to be paying attention to with being still. We need to take more advantage of stillness. That's a download. Y'all are in the midst of me receiving what's needed to be received live. We need to learn to be still as a whole. That's it. I'm going to leave y'all with that. Moving on. You cope by self-sabotaging. All because you feel like that's the only control you have. For instance, eating clean, working out, not being negative, not gossiping, and doing the same old shit everybody else did that made you most relatable to them at one point, right? Losing that feeling made all those beautiful things feel like a chore. Kind of feel like restrictions. Because if I eat clean and don't get to eat what I want, and I got to work out, and I can't soak in my negativity and my pity party and talk shit, you know, what is life? You know, what am I going to do? That's what everybody else is doing, because, baby, it's lonely at the time. It's lonely as fuck to not gossip and get in and dwell into drama with people. Do you know motherfuckers don't want to fuck with you if you don't want to talk shit about people? Trust me, I know. Trust me, I know. I have to... I ain't gonna even go there. But here's the gag, okay? Back to the subject at hand. The gag is... the real power and control is in the fact that doing those very things will make you better. You think you got control by not doing them. That's actually the total opposite. I'm going to tell y'all like I tell my clients in my sessions with them. If you don't sacrifice something to gain what you want, then what you want and you will become the sacrifice. Let that sizzle in your spirit. Like Country Wayne said, a lot of y'all got too much chip on your dip. Okay? You're a little bit beside yourself. The warning comes before destruction. Baby, the storm is already here. Which side are you going to come out on? You going to be wet or you going to be dry? Instead of doing the things that we're supposed to do, taking back our power and our control and making ourselves better, we dwell in excessive bullshit, you know? We need to learn how to not smoke excessively. Because weed is for relaxing. And we got goals. And hard work is needed to pursue those goals. Hard work, dedication, alertness. You ain't got time to be high. You got work to do. What the fuck? You ain't got no time to relax right now. Not excessively drinking and burying your feelings and sorrows. No. Learn how to feel that shit. Hone in your emotions and push through. Don't punish yourself with self-sabotage. Then you be looking around saying, why you ain't help me do this? Why you ain't do that? Motherfucker, I tried to help you. This what yourself be saying to you too. I tried to help you. You didn't want to be helped. You said no, remember? You laughed in the face of change and said, I'm not doing that. Not gonna happen. Because I don't want to. Remember, you said that. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Okay? Yes, you did. You said it. I know you said it. You know I know that you know. I know that you know that you said it. Anyway, carrying on. Accountability is responsibility. And you need to have those things here. You know. I ain't even got to explain. You know what's up. You need to choose to eat clean, to not be negative, to work out, to not gossip and bullshit, to mind your own goddamn business, and to bask in abundance and gratitude and greatness. Learn to be grateful for the start. Be grateful for where you are so that you can be open and grateful for where you're going and what you're about to receive. Learn to be the real you. That's what this shit is all about. Everybody walking around with masks and facades trying to keep up with the fucking Joneses, robbing Peter to pay Paul and all this other goofy ass shit. Learn how to be your real, true, authentic self. Not what your mama wants you to be. Not what your daddy wants you to be. Not what your sister, cousin, auntie, grandma, granddaddy, nephew, niece, all them niggas. Not what they want you to be. What you are, who you are. Okay? 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 That's it. Excuse that little interruption from YouTube. You know they be trying they luck with me. Embrace being your soft, sensual, feminine, masculine, well-balanced, aligned self. I'm talking to the men and the women, and I said what I said, how I said it. That's it. That's all. Be that. Embrace all of you. Don't just be content. Be happy. Why do people think that that's not a thing? I had one of my clients tell me, that's not a thing. You can't be happy because happiness is fleeting. What? No. Happiness is the blueprint. Everything else is fleeting. Happiness is a primary emotion. Everything else is fucking secondary. Don't fucking play with me. Don't play with me. You are here to exist, to experience. That's what it was really meant to be before these fucktards done turned it into this other experiment, this Hunger Games bullshit. But okay, cool, whatever. But the goal never changed. The outcome never changed. How we get there and in the capacity of what happens during them times may have changed. But you still was supposed to be happy in a human experience. Just like people feel like, oh, you got free will, you got freedom of choice. Yeah, and it's the circumstances of life that changes that shit. Secondary. So the goal didn't change. It's just circumstances came in, right? And that's what changes it. Contentment is fleeting. Happiness is a choice. Happiness can be chosen despite it all. I can still choose to be happy. Heal thine self in happiness. I'm trying to tell you, I can put y'all on some shit. But y'all ain't ready for that. I'm just going to tell you, you deserve to smile. Wide like the fucking Grinch who stole Christmas. But happily. One of the main things that it will be helpful is if you stop withdrawing and address shit. Learn how to address things when they happen. Learn how to not go to bed mad. Learn how to stop people in their tracks when they say some goofy ass shit. And correct them when rebuke. Y'all be around here trying to preach all this bullshit that y'all don't really know what it means. Unlearn and relearn. I know I ain't told y'all that in a long time, but y'all need to do that. Unlearn and relearn a lot of shit that so you can evolve. Okay? Move forward and make lessons be learned. and no longer repeat it. Because a mistake that's continuous, baby, it's a decision. It's a choice. When you are leveling up in life, your old levels are no longer allowed to come along for the ride. They can't ever elevate with you. You can't pack a bag of bullshit with you. You just gonna take it with you. Just in case I need to bring this out. Get the fuck out of here. That's self-sabotage. And that's a trauma response. You're so afraid of success that you're willing to bring in your own failure. How that makes sense? Stop doing that. Stop doing that. As you evolve, certain shit can't come. And that includes people, places, and things. All habits and addictions must be done away with now, today. Release. Stop losing your blessings and blissful moments by reaching backwards. Ain't shit back there any fucking way. Not to help you. Hello? Not to help you. It's a lot of shit back there, don't get me wrong. But it ain't a damn thing that's gonna help you. If it was, you would not be here. You'd be further, right? Some of that old stuff or them old ways and people became incompatible with you. Y'all, Bluetooth is no longer syncing, okay? Be okay with your growth and elevation. Stop fearing taking your next steps and embracing the growth and elevation within you. It's okay to bask in your glory. It's okay to praise yourself. I know they tell us you're supposed to be humble and you supposed... Fuck all that. I'm here to tell you. Fuck all that. Okay? Start researching etymology and the roots, words that you speak. Stop casting spells upon yourself. Do you know humble means to dim one's light? I ain't dimming shit. I say shine brightly and blind their asses. People always want you to dim your light so they can move ahead. Hell no. I don't have the capacity to make us equal, and I damn sure don't have the capacity to make you whole. That's your job. Because I'm doing mine. Just know, it's about to get real successful around this motherfucker. If you didn't know, now you know. Okay? Y'all don't feel that energy shift? Y'all don't feel that in the air? It's feeling real abundant around this motherfucker. I just had to put my blanket on. So I say, yes. I don't know who needs to hear this, but we do need people. Okay? I know y'all cut off game, be strong, but we do need people. We all do. That's a fact, Jack. It is a fact that we need to bask in others. It's the human experience. It's the human way. People need people. People need to socialize. But let me give you a little tip. You need you more right now. Okay? You need you more right now. Learn to accept people for who they are. Unless there has been harm and injury and extreme detriment, okay? I can understand that. Otherwise, let that trauma and bullshit go. And don't let them down you. Stop letting them down you. Stop letting people misuse your trust. And stop being so goddamn trusting. That's a trauma response, baby. It's okay to give a little, but you ain't got to give it all. Let people show you who they are, but release your expectations. It'll save you a lot of heartache. Learn to go with the flow, but trust your instincts. That's why you got to work on yourself, because if you can't trust you, then something is wrong. You need to build with others, but stop oversharing. Forgive yourself for you. And know that you still can enjoy life. That's the goal here. We cannot continue to let the traumas cripple us. Stand up. Don't y'all know trauma ain't shit but a memory? It is an emotional wound. Because the damage has already happened. You've already survived what came to take you out. You've already survived that. But you keep reliving the emotion. It's time to let it go and let it pass. Stand up. And remember to be in the now, because everything else is truly last week's problems. Ciao, Bella.